The National Bible Quiz and Sweet Music in partnership with Sunny TV, Sunny FM and Bible Society of Ghana present the 2023 National Bible Quiz Championship. Come watch 27 churches from 3 universities battle their way through the quarterfinals, semi-finals and grand finale for the ultimate biblical scholarship and trophy. Who wins the 2023 National Bible Quiz Championship? Date Monday 4th to Saturday 9th September 2023. Venue Cathedral Conference Room, University of Ghana. Come cheer your church to victory.
Hello, you're welcome to the quarterfinals of the 2023 National Bible Quiz Championship, proudly brought to you by the National Bible Quiz Project in partnership with the Bible Society of Ghana, Sweet Music Pro Audio, and Sunny TV. This is the 7th quarterfinal contest of the season, and it is between the Evangelical Presbyterian Students Union, EPSU, from the University of Cape Coast, the Great Commission Church International from the University of Ghana, and the National Union of Anglican Students from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Okay, so before we begin today's contest, I would want to acknowledge Sweet Music Pro Audio, Ghana's leading musical instrument store, Vessel Reinsurance Brokers, and the 75th Anniversary Secretariat of the University of Ghana for supporting this project in diverse ways. I'm beautifully styled by Handmats Apparel and Decorations, and my smashing makeup was done by Julie's Blush. We have another exciting contest before us, but before we begin, if you are joining us online, please do well to share the link. Do well to share the link on all your social media channels. Let's gather around and have an intriguing journey in the scriptures. Let's meet our contestants. Okay, so from EPSU UCC, we have
Wisdom Anyadi.
Henrietta Adwaseman.
Amazing. Wisdom and Henrietta. Okay, so from GCCI Legon, we have
Godfred Asada Obeng. Jude Ayeti.
Amazing. Godfred and Jude. From NUAS KNUST, we have
Maoko Senyo Haibo.
okay. So Mauko and Presla. Amazing. Let me just find out quickly, how has the preparation been so far, and what are your expectations?
The Lord has been our strength, and we are hoping that you see us through.
Amazing. We are hoping that the Lord will see us through. Okay, GCCI Legon. How has the preparation been so far?
So the preparation has been quite okay, and we hope that we emerge the victors today.
It's the confidence for me. Okay, EPSU, how has the preparation been so far? Hey.
The preparation hasn't, it has been a bit tedious, but by the grace of God, we have been here today, and we are looking forward for a great contest.
You are looking forward for a great contest. That was from EPSU. Amazing. So my name is Believe Esite, your quiz mistress. Okay. Now to the contestants. This contest will come to you in 5 rounds. Round 1. Here are the rules. Most questions in this round require simple, straightforward answers. Some questions may require some explanations or more detailed answers. You have 10 seconds to answer your major question, and your answer must be one attempt only, meaning that you cannot start one answer and change it to start a different one. If a team fails to answer their main question, I may pass the question on for a bonus to the remaining teams. The first team to ring their bell will have the opportunity to answer. Let's hear the bells of each team. EPSU. GCCI. NUAS. Awesome. Please note, a correct answer to a main question is worth 3 points. A correct answer to a bonus question is worth 1 point. A wrong answer to a bonus question will cost you a deduction of 1 point. Remember that your answers are expected to be precise and accurate. Best wishes to you all. Set 1. EPSU. Mention in the right order of occurrence the following steps involved in the offering of a bull as a burnt offering as outlined in Leviticus 1. Use the letters only to answer. A. Hand laid on the head of the bull. B. Burnt offering skinned and cut into pieces. C. Blood sprinkled all around the brazen altar.
ACB.
That's correct. GCCI. Arrange in the right order of occurrence the following steps involved in the offering of a sheep as a burnt offering as outlined in Leviticus 1. Use the letters only to answer. A. Washing of entrails and legs with water. B. Blood sprinkled all around the brazen altar. C. Burnt offering cut into pieces.
We have the answer to B. BCA.
That's correct for 3 points. NUAS. Arrange in the right order of occurrence the following steps involved in the offering of a young pigeon as a burnt offering as outlined in Leviticus 1. Use the letters only to answer. A. Incomplete splitting of the burnt offering at the wings. B. Wringing off and burning of the head. C. Draining of the blood at the side of the altar.
BCA.
That's correct. Okay, the next set of questions. Preamble to all teams. Listen carefully. I am going to mention the name of a person in the book of Acts. You are to tell me all that is said about the person in the book of Acts. EPSU, Drusilla. Okay, NUAS. Come
The
again.
wife of Governor Felix, a Jewess.
A
Jewess.
That's correct. GCCI. Julius.
So Julius was a ruler of a synagogue.
Go on.
So Julius was a ruler of the synagogue.
Okay, so that's incorrect. NUAS. Tertullus.
He was the lawyer that the Jews employed to speak on behalf of them when they were trying Paul in front of Porcius Festus.
He was an orator.
That's correct. All right, so to GCCI's question, Julius was a centurion of Augustus' band. He was also an overseer of prisoners on their way to Rome, which included Paul. He was also known to have given liberty to Paul throughout the journey. The next set of questions. Preamble to all teams. I am going to read some portions of the Bible, and you are to tell me which book and chapter I am reading from. Verses are not required. Book and chapter are enough. EPSU. I adorned you with ornaments, but bracelets on your wrists, and a chain on your neck. And I put a jewel in your nose, earrings in your ears, and a beautiful crown on your head. You were exceedingly beautiful and succeeded to royalty. That's incorrect. Bonus. Okay. GCCI. I have compared you, my love, to my filly among Pharaoh's chariots. Your cheeks are lovely with ornaments, your neck with chains of gold. The daughters of Jerusalem will make you ornaments of gold with studs of silver.
Song of Solomon, chapter 2.
I'll give 1 point for Songs of Solomon. NUAS. Along the bank of the river, on this side and that, will grow all kinds of trees used for food. Their leaves will not wither, and their fruits will not fail. They will bear fruit every month, because their water flows from the sanctuary. Their fruits will be for food, and their leaves for medicine.
Isaiah.
Incorrect. Okay. Bonus. All right. So, to EPSU's question, the answer is Ezekiel 16. And to GCCI's question is Songs of Solomon 1. And to NUA's question is Ezekiel 47. Okay, the next set of questions. I am going to give brief descriptions of some entities, and you are to tell me what or who best fits the description. EPSU. Acacia wood overlaid with brass. That's the first one. B. An enemy who ended up executing the honor of the one he hated. C. A project which began with 600,000 men and ended with 2.
The first one is the brazen altar.
So I'll give 1 point for brazen altar. GCCI. A trio of colors dominantly used in the construction of the sanctuary of Moses. B. A perennial plant used in the cleansing of people and houses. C. The son of a patriarch and brother to many, but had only one son.
So the B is hyssop, and the C is dan. And the first one is purple, blue, and scarlet.
Wow, that's correct for 3 points. Okay. NUAS. A night of solemn observance to the Lord for all children of Israel throughout their generations. B. The only offering in which the offerer could eat of the meat of the sacrifice. C. A day of no fire throughout all the dwellings of Israel.
The The first one is Passover. The second one is sin offering.
All right, so I give 1 point for Passover. The right answer for B is peace offering, not sin offering. And that of C is the Sabbath. And to EPSU's question, they got A right, which was the brazen altar. B is Haman or Haman. And C is the Exodus. All right. The next set of questions. EPSU, what is the parable of the barren fig tree?
A man had a fig tree which wasn't bearing fruits, and his servant told him to. He wanted to cut the tree down. The servant told him to add manure to it and wait a year later to see whether it will bear fruit. After a year, if it doesn't bear fruit, he cuts it down.
GCCI, what is the story of the rich man and Lazarus?
There was a rich man who had all pleasures of this world, and there was another poor man who was called Lazarus, who had to be eaten from the crumbs that fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, he had sores over his body, and dogs were licking his sore. The Bible says that Lazarus died, and he was carried to Abraham's bosom. But the rich man died, was buried, and the Bible said that in Hades he looked up, and he saw Lazarus by the bosom of Abraham. And he asked Abraham to send Lazarus to dip the tip of his finger in water so that he can cool his parched throat. But then Abraham said that there is a chasm that is separating where he is, that's Hades, from where they are. Therefore, no one can cross from where he is to where the rich man is. Neither can anyone cross from where the rich man is to where he is. And he says that then he should send so that he should go to his brothers to go and tell them, to warn them, so that they will not end up at where he is. But Abraham said that they have the prophets, so they should listen to them. Otherwise, even if someone comes from where he is to their place, they will still not repent. Yeah, still not repent.
That's correct. Okay. NUAS, what is the parable of the 10 virgins?
So the kingdom of heaven was likened unto 10 virgins, 5 wise and 5 foolish, who were waiting for the bridegroom. So the 5 wise took their lamps and they took extra oil. And the foolish ones, they didn't take the extra oil. So at midnight, when the bridegroom was declared to be on his way, they all woke up. The wise ones trimmed their lamps to go and meet him. And the foolish ones asked the wise ones to give them some of their oil. The wise ones said there would not be enough for both of them, so they should go out to the town and then buy for themselves. And the foolish ones went out to buy. By the time they came, the door was closed. The bridegroom had entered with the 5 wise ones and was closed.
That's correct. The next set of questions. EPSU, mention the names of the 3 persons Paul said were the only people he baptized, as recorded in 1 Corinthians 1. Bonus. GCCI.
Sosthenes, Gaius, and Aristarchus.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Okay. So, GCCI, your question. Mention the 3 different spirits which were named by Paul in 1 Corinthians 2, verse 11 and 12?
The spirit of the world and the spirit which is from God. That is the Holy Spirit.
You 2 points. 2 points. Yeah. NUAS. What descriptions did Paul give the apostles and the church in 1 Corinthians 3, verse 9?
They applied the stuff they do to themselves so that no one would think of them more than is originally thought.
That's incorrect. Bonus. Okay. So to EPSU's question, the answers are Crispus. Gaius is correct, GCCI. And then the last one is Stephanus and his household. And okay. And then to NUAS's question, the apostles were God's fellow workers. And then the church is God's field or his husbandry. The next set of questions. EPSU. How were the people of Israel going to remember the miraculous crossing of the Jordan?
They picked up 12 stones whilst they were crossing the Jordan to represent the 12 tribes.
So I'll give 2 points. GCCI. In the crossing of the Jordan, a certain group were armed. Who were these people? And B, what was their estimated total? Bonus. Okay. NUAS. How did Rahab prevent the king of Jericho from locating and arresting the spies who came from the camp of Israel?
She hid them on the rooftop of her house. So when they came looking inside her house, she said she hadn't seen anyone, and they left. Yeah. They left by climbing down the wall.
Down the window of a house that was attached to the wall.
Okay, I'll give 1 point. So to GCCI's question, in the crossing of the Jordan, who were the group of people and what was the estimated number? The group of people were men or soldiers or war men from the tribe of Reuben, Gad, and half tribe of Manasseh. And the estimated total was about 40,000. Okay, the next set of questions. EPSU, how many pieces of silver did Joseph give Benjamin on the day that his brothers were sent to bring their father from Canaan to Egypt? Bonus. Okay, my audience. All right. GCCI. How much did Abraham pay for Ephron's field at Machpelah?
400 shekels of silver.
That's correct. NUAS. How much did Jacob pay for the piece of land in Shechem where he pitched his tent? Bonus. Okay, so the right answer is 100 pieces of silver. And to EPSU's question, the right answer is 300. Yeah, the next set of questions. Preamble to all teams. The following passage is an extract from Isaiah 53, verse 1 to 6. Fill in the blank spaces to complete the passage. EPSU, who has believed our report, dash, for he shall dash, and as a dash. Bonus. Okay. GCCI. He has no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, dash, he is dash, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we dash, he was despised and we esteemed him not.
He had no form of beauty that we should desire him. And he was smitten and we esteemed him not.
Okay, so I'll give 1 point, for there is no beauty that we should desire him. NUAS. Surely he has dash, yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of God, and afflicted. But he was dash, and he was bruised for our iniquities. The dash, and by his stripes we are healed.
Surely he has borne our sorrows. He was chastised and bruised for our transgressions.
I'll give 2 points. To EPSU's question, the right answers. Who has believed our reports, and to whom has the arm of the Lord revealed? For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground. Okay. The next set of questions. In Luke chapter 4, EPSU, Jesus recounted the story of how the word of the Lord was declared by Elijah, after which the heavens were shut up for a period. Mention the name of the book in the Bible and the specific chapter of the book where the story is originally recorded.
First Kings.
Chapter. Okay. 1 point. GCCI. In Luke chapter 4, Jesus recounted the story of how a leper from Syria came to receive healing at the ministry of Prophet Elisha. Mention the name of the book in the Bible, the specific chapter of the book, and where the story is originally recorded.
So the book is 2 Kings, and the chapter is 8.
Okay, so 1 point for 2 Kings. NUAS. In Luke chapter 4, Jesus recounted the story of how Elijah was sent to a widow in Zarephath during the days of a famine. Mention the name of the book of the Bible, the book in the Bible, and the specific chapter of the book where the story is originally recorded.
1 Kings chapter 15.
1 point for 1 Kings. The chapter is 17. Okay, so for EPSU's question also is 1 Kings 17. And then for GCCI's question, 2 Kings chapter 5. All right. So, in the space of 40 seconds, EPSU quotes in full 2 verses each from 2 Samuel, Galatians, and Ephesians.
Ephesians chapter 6 verse 1. Children, obey your parents in the Lord. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 2. For this is right. Honor your father and your mother.
GCCI. In the space of 40 seconds, quote in full 2 verses each from 1 Kings, 2 Kings, and Philippians.
Philippians chapter 2, verse 21. All men seek their own, not the things which are Jesus Christ. Philippians chapter 4, verse 30. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. 1 Kings chapter 1, verse 1. Now King David was old and well stricken in years, and they brought him clothes to cover himself, but he got no heat. See that?
1 Kings 3:10. Then God called to some. Shall I say this? 2 Kings 2:10. And Elijah said, and he asked, you have asked a difficult thing. Elijah said, yet if you see me being taken away, it will be yours. Otherwise it will not.
2 Kings chapter 1, verse 1. Now Moab rebelled against Israel when King Ahab died.
I'll give 2 points. NUAS. In the space of 40 seconds, quote in full 2 verses each from 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles, and Ezra.
Second Chronicles chapter 7 verse 14. If the people I have called by my name will humble themselves and pray and turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven and heal the sickness of their land.
Okay. And that brings us to the end of round 1.
The National Bible Quiz and Sweet Music in partnership with Sunny TV, Sunny FM and Bible Society of Ghana present the 2023 National Bible Quiz Championship. Come watch 27 churches from 3 universities battle their way through the quarterfinals, semifinals and grand finale for the ultimate biblical scholarship and trophy. Who wins the 2023 National Bible Quiz Championship? Date Monday 4th to Saturday 9th September 2023. Venue Cathedral Conference Room, University of Ghana. Come cheer your church to victory.
Welcome to Sweet Music, your home of original musical instruments at the most affordable prices. Drum sets, keyboards, pianos, bass,
The National Bible Quiz and Sweet Music in partnership with Sunny TV, Sunny FM and Bible Society of Ghana present the 2023 National Bible Quiz Championship. Come watch 27 churches from 3 universities battle their way through the quarterfinals, semi-finals and grand finale for the ultimate biblical scholarship and trophy. Who wins the 2023 National Bible Quiz Championship? Date Monday 4th to Saturday 9th September 2023. Venue Kofidra Conference Room, University of Ghana. Come cheer your church to victory.
At the end of round 1, here are the results. EPSU accumulated 11 points. NUAS KNUST accumulated 15 points. GCCI accumulated 18 points. Okay, round 2. This is the speed race. Every question goes to all teams and each team must race to be the first to answer. If you believe you have an answer, you must ring the bell to be called. Let's hear the bells of each team. Okay, GCCI. All right. By the time you ring the bell, you must be ready with your answer, else the next team to have rung will be given the opportunity to answer. For every question, the first to ring the bell who gets it right earns 3 points. If the first to ring gets it wrong, the second to ring who gets it right earns 2 points. If the first 2 teams get it wrong, the third team, if they rang and got it right, will earn 1 point. For every incorrect answer given after ringing, you will earn a deduction of 1 point. A team is not obliged to ring the bell if they are not sure of their answer. This is the speed race. Your answers must be ready when you ring, and they must be straight to the point. Best wishes to you all. The first question. What were the components of the twofold witness Jacob set between himself and Laban concerning Rachel and Leah, apart from the meal they ate together? EPSU.
A pillar and a pile of stones.
That's correct. Be as precise as possible with this. How did the fabricators of the priestly garments ensure that the breastplate would not come loose? EPSU.
They joined the breastplate by the rings to the rings of the ephod with a blue cord, so that it will not come loose of the ephod.
That's correct. The next question. Mention the names of the 4 women who were explicitly mentioned to have been at or near the cross during the crucifixion of Christ. NUAS.
Mary, the mother of Jesus, Mary, the wife of Cleopas, Mary Magdalene, and Joanna.
Incorrect. All right, so that was very close, but the last person was Salome, not Joanna. The next question. What is the difference between Shimea and Shimei? S-H-I-M-E. EPSU.
Shimei is the son of Jesse, and then Shimei is the son of Gera.
That's correct. The next question. Referencing in Galatians 3:19, mention what Paul described as the purpose of the law. Okay, so the right answer. It was added because of transgressions until the seed should come to whom the promise was made. The next question. Mention any two descriptions the author of the book of Revelation gave of the 144,000 who stood with a lamp on Mount. GCCI.
They were dressed in white apparel, and they were holding palm branches.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. NUAS.
They are from the 12 tribes of Israel, and they sing the song of Moses and the Lamb. Sing.
That's incorrect. Okay, EPSU. The right answer. They were not defiled with women. They were virgins. They followed the Lamb wherever he went. They were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto God and to the Lamb. The next question. What is the story about Achan's sin? EPSU.
So the Israelites battled with Ai, and then they lost the battle. After losing the battle was because Achan stole some items, including a garment and then some amount of silver. So Joshua called the clans and then singled out Achan. So after singling out Achan confessed that he has taken them and hid them. He showed them and they went to redeem the items. And then after that, Joshua ordered that he be stoned to death. And then they stoned him to death in the Valley of Trouble.
That's correct. The next question. What is the meaning of the Hebrew word yada? EPSU.
Praise.
It's correct. The next question. As exact as possible, quote the text in Philippians 3 verse 10. NUAS.
That I may know him in the power of his resurrection, having fellowship in his sufferings, and becoming conformable unto him in his death.
That's correct. The next question. As exact as possible, recall the response Ruth gave Naomi when Naomi offered her the opportunity to go back to her people, just like EPSU.
Do not entreat me to go back, for where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Where you die, there shall I die, and there shall I be buried. May the Lord do to me so and more, if anything but death separates us.
That's correct. Okay. What is the name of the feast at which Absalom's men killed Amnon? Okay, so the right answer, sheep shearers, or a feast at sheep shearing time. The next question. Which tribes of Israel constituted the northern camp when Israel moved in camps? EPSU.
Dan, Asher, and Naphtali.
That's correct. The next question. The next question. How unique is Matthew's accounts from the rest concerning the story of Jesus sending out his disciples two by?
In Matthew's account, they were told about how they should choose a place of lodge. When they go into a town, they should seek for the person with honest house and stay there.
That's correct. The next question. What two indicators did the priest use in examining whether a person was suffering from leprosy as a result of a swelling, a scab, or a bright spot? EPSU.
The sore on the skin, the area should be deeper or darker than the rest of the skin, and then the hair must turn white.
That's correct. The next question. How many persons in total were on board the ship which was taken port to Rome? Which GCCI?
276.
That's correct. The next question. Which of the following will most likely corrupt a person's spirituality and why? A. Eating contaminated food. And B. Listening to secular music. GCCI.
So what will contaminate the person's spirituality is listening to secular music, because eating contaminated food, what enters into, according to the Bible, what enters into the body is not what defiles it, but what comes out. And when you continue to listen to secular music, it solidifies in your heart. By constant listening to it and meditation on it, yes, in your heart. And so it corrupts your thought process and corrupts your heart. So out of what comes out from your heart because of the listening of the music, that's what corrupts your spirit.
That's correct. The next question. With reference to Deuteronomy 20, describe 3 persons who were likely to be released from war duties when Israel went for war. NUAS.
A man who had just been married for about 1 year.
Okay, it means no one wants to answer. So the right answer. A man who has built a house and not dedicated it. A man who has planted a vineyard and not eaten of it. A man who was betrothed a wife. A man who is fearful and faint-hearted. The next question. How many sons in total were born by wives to David, apart from children with concubines? The right answer, audience. The right answer is 19. Yeah. Okay. The next question. Mention 3 indicators that will aid a person walking in the wilderness to identify who among 3 men is John the Baptist. EPSU.
His cloth was made of camel hair. His belt was made of leather, and he ate wild honey and locusts.
That's correct. The next question. Mention any 2 books in the Bible which contain 28 chapters in total. Okay, EPSU.
Matthew and Acts.
That's correct. The last question for this round. Complete the following statements with precision and accuracy. Nahum 1 verse 15. NKJV says, "Behold on the mountains." Okay, so the answer. Behold on the mountains, the feet of him who brings good tidings, who proclaims peace. O Judah, keep your appointed feast, perform your vows, for the wicked one shall no more pass through you. He is utterly cut off. And that brings us to the end of round 2.
The National Bible Quiz and Sweet Music in partnership with Sunny TV, Sunny FM and Bible Society of Ghana present the 2023 National Bible Quiz Championship. Come watch 27 churches from 3 universities battle their way through the quarterfinals, semifinals and grand finale for the ultimate biblical scholarship and trophy. Who wins the 2023 National Bible Quiz Championship? Date Monday 4th to Saturday 9th September 2023. Venue Kofidra Conference Room, University of Ghana. Come cheer your church to victory.
Welcome to Sweet Music, your home of original musical instruments at the most affordable prices. Drum sets, keyboards, pianos, bass and guitars, mixers, speakers, amplifiers, studio equipment, and all accessories in between. We have experienced technicians who can handle every form of installation and repair. Visit Sweet Music today at Chimoto Mile 7, Sonodom Ship House adjacent Barclays Bank, Tema Community 9 near T Havana, Takrade ground floor of Rabito Clinic, Daviama.
The National Bible Quiz and Sweet Music in partnership with Sunny TV, Sunny FM and Bible Society of Ghana present the 2023 National Bible Quiz Championship. Come watch 27 churches from 3 universities battle their way through the quarterfinals, semifinals and grand finale for the ultimate biblical scholarship and trophy. Who wins the 2023 National Bible Quiz Championship? Date Monday 4th to Saturday 9th September 2023. Venue Kofidra Conference Room, University of Ghana. Come cheer your church to victory.
At the end of round 2, NUAS accumulated 15 points. GCCI accumulated 23 points. And EPSU accumulated 44 points. Round 3. Round 3. Test of the day. In this round, all teams are presented with the same test, and you have 4 minutes to present your victorious answers on the whiteboards provided. 10 points are at stake. Best wishes to you all. You may turn over your sheets as we read the test together. Test for today. In Numbers chapter 3, God instructed for a redemption money to be taken and given to Aaron and his sons, an amount of 1,365 shekels. Explain as detailed as possible how this amount was arrived at. 10 points in total. You have 4 minutes to answer on the whiteboards provided. You may start work.
The National Bible Quiz and Sweet Music in partnership with Sunny TV, Sunny FM and Bible Society of Ghana present the 2023 National Bible Quiz Championship. Come watch 27 churches from 3 universities battle their way through the quarterfinals, semifinals and grand finale for the ultimate biblical scholarship and trophy. Who wins the 2023 National Bible Quiz Championship? Date Monday 4th to Saturday 9th September 2023. Venue Kofidra Conference Room, University of Ghana. Come cheer your church to victory. For more information and sponsorship, call 0266 664064.
Let's quickly go through the solutions. What was expected of them? So the background story of the 1,365 shekels is explicitly narrated in Numbers 3 verses 11 to 49. The following explanation was therefore expected from our contestants. On the day that God struck the firstborn of all Egypt, he sanctified unto himself all the firstborn of Israel, both man and animals. If they stated this, it would have earned them 1 point. In place of all the firstborn of Israel, God chose the Levites for himself. That would have also earned them 1 point. The Lord instructed that all the Levites be numbered from 1 month and above, and the total was 22,000. That would have earned them 1 point also. Then the Lord instructed that all the firstborn of Israel be numbered from 1 month and above, and the total was 22,273. That would have also earned them 1 point. Now, because the Lord took the Levites instead of the firstborn, the Lord asked that the difference between the two numbers be redeemed. Thus, money to be paid to Aaron and his sons in place of the souls. That would have earned them 1 point also. The difference is determined as follows. That is 22,273 minus 22,000, and that would have been 273, and that would have earned them a point too. Then the Lord asked that every soul in excess was to pay 5 shekels. That would have earned them 2 points. So 273 times 5 shekels equals 1,365 shekels. If they were able to state all this, they would have earned 10 points in all. Based on the solution I just read out, EPSU wasn't able to do anything. And so they didn't earn any mark. GCCI was able to do something, but it wasn't what we required of them, and so they had nothing out of the 10 marks. NUAS was able to earn 5 out of the 10 points. So at the end of round 3, NUAS had 20 points. GCCI had 23 points. And EPSU had 44 points. And that leads us into round 4. Round 4, true or false. In this round, I will be making statements to each team, and you are to tell whether the statement is true or false. A correct answer is worth 2 points. An incorrect answer will result in a deduction of 1 point. A team can decide not to answer their question, at which point it may be passed on to the next team, which rings their bell first. Same rules on points and deductions apply to a passed-on question. Before we zoom in, the GCCI has made a replacement. Let's meet him.
My name is Ajiman Hayford.
Ajiman Hayford. Okay, the very first set of questions. EPSU. After Job's restoration, he lived for 120 years and saw his children and grandchildren to the 4th generation. True or false? That's correct. GCCI. After Job's restoration, he lived for 130 years and saw his children and grandchildren to the 5th generation.
False.
True or false? That's correct. NUAS. After Job's restoration, he lived for 140 years and saw his children and grandchildren to the 5th generation. True or false?
False.
That's correct. The next set of questions. The first child David had with Bathsheba, EPSU, fell sick after Nathan delivered God's judgments on David's sin and after 4 days the child died. True or false?
False.
That's correct. GCCI. The first child David had with Bathsheba fell sick after Nathan delivered God's judgment on David's sin, and after 5 days the child died. True or false?
False.
That's correct. NUAS. The first child David had with Bathsheba fell sick after Nathan delivered God's judgment to David's sin. God's judgment on David's sin, and on the 6th day the child died. True or false?
False.
That's correct. Indicate whether the following statements are true or false concerning burnt offerings instituted for the children of Israel. EPSU. In a situation where a person couldn't afford a bull as a burnt offering, he could offer 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons instead. True or false?
True.
That's incorrect. GCCI. In a situation where a person couldn't afford a sheep as a burnt offering, he could offer 1 turtle dove and 1 young pigeon together as a burnt offering. True or false?
False.
That's correct. NUAS. In a situation where a person couldn't afford a bull as burnt offering, he could offer either 1 turtle dove or 1 young pigeon as a burnt offering. True or false?
False.
That's incorrect. The next set of questions. EPSU. The story of the birth of Jesus is recorded both in Mark and Luke. True or false?
False.
That's correct. GCCI. The story of the circumcision of Jesus is recorded only in Matthew and Mark. True or false?
Very false.
That's correct. NUAS. The story of the circumcision of Jesus is recorded only in Matthew and Luke. True or false?
False.
That's correct. EPSU. If a woman captive from a war was taken to be the wife of a man of Israel, and afterwards the man had no delight in her, he was required to set her free or sell her for 30 shekels of silver. True or false?
False.
That's correct. GCCI. The children of Edomites could enter the assembly of the Lord. The children of Edomites could enter the assembly of the Lord from their 3rd generation. True or false?
False.
Incorrect. NUAS. The children of Egyptians could enter the assembly of the Lord from their 3rd generation. True or false?
True.
That's correct. The next set of questions. EPSU. Iconium was the place where Paul was stoned and left for dead. True or false?
True.
Incorrect. GCCI. Lystra was the place where Paul was stoned and left for dead. True or false?
False.
Incorrect. NUAS. The Jews from Antioch and Iconium were those who incited multitudes to stone Paul and drag him out of the city. True or false?
False.
Incorrect. The next set of questions. EPSU. According to 1 Thessalonians 1 verse 1, 1 Thessalonians was written by Paul and Sosthenes only. True or false?
False.
That's correct. GCCI. According to 1 Thessalonians 1 verse 1, 1 Thessalonians was written by Paul, Sosthenes, and Timothy. True or false?
That's false.
That's correct. NUAS. According to Philemon 1 verse 1, Philemon was written by Paul and Sosthenes. True or false?
False.
That's correct. The last set for this round. EPSU. After God told Joshua to be strong and of good courage, the officers of Israel also told him to be strong and of good courage. True or false?
False.
Incorrect. GCCI. One reason why the deception of the Gibeonites was fully completed was that Israel did not seek counsel from the Lord concerning that matter. True or false?
False.
Incorrect. NUAS. Ruth was more determined to go with Naomi, more than Naomi was determined to cause her to return to her people. True or false?
True.
That's correct. And that brings us to the end of round 4.
The National Bible Quiz and Sweet Music in partnership with Sunny TV, Sunny FM and Bible Society of Ghana present the 2023 National Bible Quiz Championship. Come watch 27 churches from 3 universities battle their way through the quarterfinals, semifinals and grand finale for the ultimate biblical scholarship and trophy. Who wins the 2023 National Bible Quiz Championship? Date: Monday 4th to Saturday 9th September 2023. Venue: Kofidra Conference Room, University of Ghana. Come cheer your church to victory.
At the end of the 4th round, here are the results. NUAS accumulated 30 points. GCCI accumulated 30 points also. And EPSU accumulated 51 points. The 5th round, round 5. In this round, there are 4 riddles. A set of clues will be read out to all teams on each riddle, and you have to draw my attention on your readiness to answer by ringing your bell. Let's hear the bells of each team again. GCCI. NUAS. Okay. The first to answer rightly wins the points for that riddle. A riddle solved on the first clue is worth 5 points, and on the second clue, 4 points. A riddle solved on the third or any other number of clue is worth 3 points. If a team wrongly answers a riddle, you will be out of that particular riddle until the next. Best wishes to you all. The first riddle. I am a tall, slender grass which grows in wet areas. In the Gospels, I am known to be easily shaken. NUAS.
A reed.
That's correct. Second clue, so that is 4 points. Okay. The second riddle. I am symbolic of a mountain in Arabia. I am a name of a person. NUAS.
Hagar.
That's correct. Okay. The third riddle. Okay. Our name may suggest Our name may suggest to you that we are likely coming out of a physical or mathematical division. We are a group of people known to possess a lot of livestock. We are parts of a large family in Israel. We were parts of the first batch which received their inheritance on the eastern side of the Jordan River. Our land was vast, spanning from Bashan to Baal Hermon, Senir, and Mount Hermon. Who are we? Okay, my audience. Huni. No, please. Okay, so the right answer is the half tribe of Manasseh. The final riddle. I am one of two biblical events with many similarities. We also have some interesting differences between us. Unlike the other, I am not exactly referenced in the New Testament. Between the two of us, I was the second to have happened. We both had something to do with a large crowd and water. I was the final event which ushered the people of Israel into the promised land. Who am I? GCCI.
The crossing of the Red Sea, or the crossing of Jordan.
Okay.
Crossing of Jordan.
That's correct. For 3 points. 3 points. All right, so that brings us to the end of the contest.
The National Bible Quiz and Sweet Music in partnership with Sunny TV, Sunny FM and Bible Society of Ghana present the 2023 National Bible Quiz Championship. Come watch 27 churches from 3 universities battle their way through the quarterfinals, semifinals and grand finale for the ultimate biblical scholarship and trophy. Who wins the 2023 National Bible Quiz Championship? Date Monday 4th to Saturday 9th September 2023. Venue Kofidra Conference Room, University of Ghana. Come cheer your church to victory.
At the end of the contest, here are the results. GCCI accumulated 30 points. NUAS KNUST accumulated 38 points. People of God, winning this contest is EPSU from UCC with 54 points. Congratulations to you all. You've done amazingly well. God bless you. And to you, my viewers, thank you for joining us in this contest. This program was brought to you by the National Bible Quiz Project in partnership with the Bible Society of Ghana, Sunny TV, and Sweet Music Pro Audio. It was proudly sponsored by Sweet Music Pro Audio, Ghana's leading musical instrument store, Visa Reinsurance Brokers, and the 75th Anniversary Secretariat of the University of Ghana. I was beautifully styled by Handmat Apparel and Decorations, and I was made up by Julie's Blush. Join us again when we bring you the 8th quarterfinal of the season. My name is Believe Esite, and I am your quiz mistress. Bye.